Most of the times when you're booking your wedding or anything, I believe it becomes quite stressful and frustrating, right? Well, don't worry everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I am your host, MC Maya DaCosta, and for today we'll be talking about how to go about and book your vendor. Before you go ahead, please don't forget to subscribe and hit on the bell icon because more content related to events and bookings will be coming your way. So if this is done, then let me tell you to please go ahead and check out this video right here. It is all based on how do you plan your wedding according to your side. So today we'll be talking about vendors. So let's go. So the first and the most important thing, I believe it's very important for all of you all to first have an entire stretch of budget. Now budget is very important. It gives you an idea on how much you want to spend on a photographer, maybe on an MC, a band, a videographer, a venue. It gives you an idea how much you have in hand and who accordingly you can work upon. Now, please don't take it on your pride or anything. I understand it's very important to have a grand wedding, a beautiful wedding, have a person that you really want. But at the same time, please don't overdo it also that gives you a strain. We have so many examples in India where people have literally paid so much for their wedding and are now still, even after 5 years of being in marriage, are still going in loans. So I do know you want to have the best and you want to do everything perfect, but also at the same time keep in mind that the wedding should be enjoyable and not stressful for the rest of your life. So it's very important first to set a budget and work accordingly. So the second point that we have is you have to book a venue. Now venue is very important before you book any other vendors, is because the vendor, when you call up, like for an MC, for me, if you call me up and ask me about my availability, I will first ask you is the date, your time, and also the location that you have chosen. So it's very important to have your venue ready, and accordingly you can go ahead and select the vendors. Now the third thing that what you need to keep also in mind is you have to know what you want. Now you want a fairy tale wedding, you want a glimpse, you have something simple, traditional, whatever it is. If you like certain concepts, then you have to keep in mind what do you want and accordingly get in touch with vendors who can help you out with that sort. For example, we have had so many weddings where the bride and groom literally set trends over every wedding. Like the shoe game was just a fun game that was started abroad, but it has gone worldwide crazy, and it is so amazing to have the shoe game. So small stuff like this becomes a trendsetter. So you really need to know what you want for your wedding. The next thing that you need to know is a fourth point, recommendations. By this, I mean that you need to go ahead and check out your vendors, the profiles that they have. You can even, go to their social media. Many vendors nowadays have their Facebook page, Instagram, website, all of this sort. So this gives you a proper detail as to how you get to know about the vendors. But for those who are less tech savvy and do not like to go on Instagram or Facebook, here is what a suggestion I have for you. Attend events and check how the vendor is on that event. Many a times this clicks instantly, and for us it clicks so well that you get to know about the vendor. You can talk to them right there at the live event, like for a wedding, birthday, anything. There and there you get to talk and know them better. So this also helps you to understand that the vendor has similar thoughts to you and is ready to help you on the spot. So once all of this is kept in mind, your fifth point comes in picture. You have your vendor list. Now after everything is set, you have in your mind who do you want and how do you want to work about. So accordingly they are present right there to help you for this too. Now another thing that you can do is check out with your venues. Now very favorable or plus point that you have is tie-ups. Many vendors have tie-ups with venues, and sometimes venues do give you the option of having other vendors other than the ones on their list also to work at your wedding. So it's very important to check on with tie-ups because you get to know whether the vendor that you want is in their list. So this gives you a plus point for you to understand that they are there, or you can simply just go ahead and book them individually. The seventh point is check their availability. You can just go ahead, once you have decided everything, you know what you want, you can just go ahead and check their availability, whether they are there or not. Now, you remember the time when I told you have to have a list? Well, this plays an important role. Because sometimes when you call the vendors and they are not there, the list prepared gives you an idea of having a backup plan. So in case of one vendor doesn't work out, you do have your other vendors. Sometimes, like in case of photographers, in case of wedding decorators, some caterers, they do have an extra team. Like they have team A and team B. So you can also go ahead and check on them and check which team they would like to send. So in case if you do not want that, and if you really want to go ahead and book another vendor, maybe you can go ahead and do so. Because here comes the part where you have to keep in mind the 8th point for today. Now, it's okay to say no to your vendor because this gives them an idea on how to go about and go ahead and book another event that they are getting maybe and don't leave them hanging. And that's for the last point that is coming to you all is close the deal. Now, closing the deal, many a times vendors be booked as per the advances they charge. Please try and understand, we are not here to rob you out or something that we are asking for advance and we are maybe it's too high, pricey, but do understand one thing, and this is coming from my perspective. In this whole COVID situation, many vendors have this only source of bread and butter, that is events. And giving advances and booking out for events is something that they earn from. And an advance gives them an idea that you really want them to be there for your wedding. In some cases, they do write in the dates, but you should always go ahead and check with your vendors and close the deal there and there. So you don't regret of not having your favorite vendor right there for your wedding. So folks, this is all for today. I hope you have really got in the tips that we have. I do believe that every family has one event planner based over there. But I hope these tips have helped you in every way possible. So please don't forget to like, share and also write down your comments in case if this has helped you. Or if you would like to know more contents related to this, I would be really glad to help you out on it. So folks, thank you so much for joining in, and to all the ladies out there, safety and security is very important, but what's more important is for you to be feeling secured and safe. So in times when your intuition kicks in and tells you you're walking through a place which you feel not so safe or insecure, please reach out for help. Maybe call in your family members or someone who you really trust on. Let them be there for you. And please, I know COVID is going on. Wear a mask, be safe, but at the same time, for your safety, be also in a crowded place where you can always be reached out for help at times. So with this folks, please take care, be safe and take care. Bye-bye for now.